morning, everyone. My name is Carla, and you've reached my FlossTube channel, KarlaBeingCrafty, where I talk about mostly cross stitch, but also other crafts that I'm enjoying and a little bit of life thrown in. Today is Sunday. It's February 20th, and I just want to say welcome. If this is the first time finding my channel, then I hope that you like what you see, want to hit like and subscribe and all that stuff. And I'm really glad that you found me. And if you are one of my returning viewers, thank you so much for coming back and sharing this time with me. It means so much that you're with me every week on my little crafting journey, my journey of making messes a lot, actually. Okay, so I always kind of start with like, what's the weather like here in Southern California? Last week, I told you guys we were having a heat wave, an unseasonably warm week. It was crazy weather last week. It got up to kind of the low 90s on a couple days, but it was in the high 80s all week. And then there was a drastic fall in temperature on last Tuesday, I think it was. It kind of went down a little bit on Monday, but then Tuesday it got way colder. I mean, it still wasn't that cold. It was like in the 60s, but you know, from almost 90s, that's a big difference. And we had a prediction of rain, you know, just like it was 40% chance of rain all day. And then Tuesday night we had like this freak thunderstorm and hail. It was crazy. I was sitting here, all of a sudden, you know, you start hearing the thunder and lightning and whatever. Rain had been prediction. But all of a sudden there's like this really weird noise. And I'm like, what is that? And so I went outside because I thought it was raining. I opened my door and hail the size of about peas. I mean, it was big hail and it lasted for a good half hour. It was crazy. You know, it's living in an area where it doesn't snow and the weather doesn't get that extreme. It was really kind of crazy to see. At the first clap of thunder and lightning, Baggy kind of like was stopped in his tracks and took off, and I don't know where he was for the next hour, but he wasn't out. So he was in a hidey hole somewhere in my apartment while I was doing all that weird stuff outside. But yeah, so we had hail, and then the rest of the week has been, you know, mild but nice weather, like in the 70s, and you know what you expect for Southern California. And it's a nice sunny day today. So, and I think it's supposed to stay that way. We're supposed to stay in the 70s, which is, you know, where it's good for me. So, yeah, weather has been a little weird, but not awful and crazy like it has been other places in the country. So, just that hail was just a little bit nuts. And I texted my brother when it was happening. I'm like, do you guys have hail yet? Because he lives about half an hour south of me. And he was like, no, not yet. And then about 45 minutes later, it's like, it's here. So it just swept through, I guess. North of me, I guess it was there earlier in the afternoon, and the hail just swept through Southern California. It was very, very weird. Okay, last Sunday was my Zoom call. I had not realized when I set it up that it was Super Bowl Sunday, because the Super Bowl is just not something that I really have any cognizant knowledge of. It's just a peripheral thing. But the people that were on, some of them were going to go watch the Super Bowl after the Zoom call, and some of them didn't care, like me. But we had a really nice call. It was a small group of people again. It tends to seem to be between like 6 and 10 people. And it's just a really fun time. So I haven't set one for next month yet. I think it'll be towards the end of the month or the beginning of April, maybe like 6 weeks. Having only 2 weeks, I don't think gave people enough time to like plan and think about it. I don't know. I'll have to look at my calendar, figure out with Erin and Stacy like when I'm gonna go over there in the next couple weeks, and then I'll set up another one. So watch this space down below for the date and time. I think it's not going to be on a Sunday because I did 2 Sundays in a row. So it's either going to be on a Friday night or Saturday, kind of late afternoon, early evening, to kind of move it around the calendar a little bit. I guess I could do a Saturday morning too, but you know, it's hard enough to get up on Sundays. I'm actually running late today. My alarm goes off at 7:30 on Sundays, and if all goes well, then I pop out of bed and I get dressed and I'm on screen here by, you know, 8:30 at the latest. Well, I didn't even get out of bed till 8:30, and it is about 10 now, so you know how much I like slopped around this morning trying to like put on clothes and look like a decent human and do my notes and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't pop out of bed with a smile on my face this morning. I actually have a really like big knot in my back, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Maybe I'm gonna have to lie on the heating pad or get that massagey thing that Aaron and Stacey gave me for my birthday a couple years ago. Kind of lay on that. It's one of those things that has those shiatsu things that go up and down, and it does help. It's a little weird and awkward to like get on it, especially because I don't have like, you know, I don't have like the kind of chair that I could just sit in comfortably and put it on the back, but it does help when I get it going. So maybe I'll get on that today and see if I can get this knot under my shoulder blade out, because it's kind of painful. So let's see what else. Work last week was still super busy. It was interesting. One of the people on my my Zoom call does my same job, so it was kind of fun to like kind of talk shop for a few minutes with somebody. But yeah, so work was busy still last week, not quite as bad as it has been, but I still was coming home pretty exhausted and feeling like I wasn't getting a lot of work, home craft work done. But you know, I did. I still do stuff every day, but I always feel like, you know, I didn't accomplish that much. And then I showed you guys everything that I did, and I'm like, hey, I did do a good job this week. So there's that. Anyway, I think that's all I have to talk to you about preamble wise. Yeah. Okay. I hope you guys all had a happy Valentine's Day, in whatever form that took. Baggy and I watched TV and ate chocolates together. He didn't eat chocolates. I gave him some dried fish and he enjoyed that, but I ate probably too much chocolate this week, but you know what? No regrets. Okay, so I am still going along with my journaling journey, playing with paper and glue, and I'm enjoying that. I have a really cool project in the works that I'm so excited about, and I can't show you because it is a gift. I don't do that very often where I have like a surprise thing for somebody, but this one I would like it to be a surprise. So I think it's coming along nicely. I'm really excited about it. When I get it done, I will film a video of it that I can then show after it's given to its recipient. But I've also worked on some other little things this week that I just kind of wanted to share with you. Now, keep in mind, hold on, I'm just reaching over here to grab one of the things. That because I am just learning all this stuff, you know, I'm not in any way, shape, or form at expert level or even medium level, so I'm sure I have tons of mistakes and tons of sloppiness. The paper stuff is hard for me because I tend to get impatient and sloppy, and that's not good when you're dealing with glue, because then you end up gluing things wrong, and having to fix it. So anyway, I mean, things are only going to improve, but I'm still enjoying it, and I still am learning some techniques and some things that I think are cool. So I want to share this with you, and you can say, ooh, that's cool, or you can say, ooh, I'd kind of like to know how to do that. So one of the things I did was this fold thing. So it's just this little book thing, but you open it and it's got just a piece of paper that you can write on, but it's this folding technique that I think is really cool. And again, I need to practice this a little bit more. I did this with scrapbook paper, which I think is maybe a little bit thick. I think this might look better if I did this with more of a normal piece of paper and then put it in like a scrapbook binding, if you want to call it that. But this is just a little something that I'll end up, you know, tucking in one of my journals. Again, you can see I got impatient. I used a clip to glue it, which made this weird crease on the paper. So it isn't perfect, but I thought that this folding technique was pretty neat. So there's that. I showed you my little notebook last week that I made kind of as a prototype. I don't know if you want to call it that, but so I'm in the process of making another one. So it doesn't have any signatures in it yet, but I just did the folding with this scrapbook paper. And see, this isn't sticking, so I have to figure out something better to do with that. This is just going to be like a little thing. But I'm gonna have to do something because it's not working 100% correctly. Some of my inexpertise showed here. Now, I think that this I did better on this one using the paper cutter to make the edge of my pocket. But when I glued it, again, I was impatient and I ended up gluing some things together that kind of stuck, and then when I took them apart, the pages ripped a little bit, so I had to kind of do some camouflage. So anyway, so this is a work in progress. I mean, it'll be, you know, better when it actually has pages, signatures in it. And then I tried a decoupage technique, which I really liked. This was really fun to do. And here's an example of that when you're doing this paper crafting, journal making thing, like nothing is garbage. So the day after Valentine's, I went to CVS and I had to get a couple things, and you know, of course, I had to look at the Valentine's candy aisle to see what was on sale. And they had these like giant peanut butter, Reese's peanut butter hearts, and I got 2 of them. I got one for me and one for my friend at work, and they came in this box, you know. So I asked her to give me the box back after she ate her peanut butter heart. So it was in a box like this, right? With a little white tray thing and your peanut butter heart. Okay, so I took these boxes home, and then I used a napkin, paper napkin, and Mod Podge to decoupage this to make the cover of a little booklet that, you know, I will put paper in it in the middle somehow. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it like a signature and sew it in, or if I'm going to, you know, put like a pad in there that you would pull up this way. I don't know. But anyway, so this is the booklet, or the book, the cover. Again, not completely finished. I mean, I need to like trim the edges and stuff. And then I put scrapbook paper on the inside. This rose is like a big sticker that I put on the inside of the scrapbook paper that covered this. So it's got this heart window. I just thought that this came out really cute, and I really like it. And I use this technique. So obviously, you know, this has got all of the Reese's stuff on it. So I covered all that up with scraps of like a book and some torn up paper, like scrapbooking type paper. And then when you decoupage over it, it just kind of seeps through. So this was just like a floral napkin. But I really love the technique. And then I did it with another little box that I had, and a blue napkin that had birds on it. And I got this one. So again, there's nothing in it yet. It's just the cover. But I just think it looks really pretty. And I like that decoupaging. And again, it's done with a napkin. paper napkin. Oh well. So you tear off the, you know, paper napkins are like 2 or 3 ply. So you take the colored ply off so it's separate, and then I just used the watered down Mod Podge. Oop. Diluted Mod Podge. And yeah, so now I want to like decoupage everything with napkins. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these things that I decoupage with napkins, but it looks pretty cool, I think. This was just a little box that had something in it. I don't know. So that is some of the stuff that I have been playing around with at night before I get to stitching. All of these little paper things. So now my work area, aside from being littered with bits of thread and floss and bits like that, it's also littered with scraps of paper, and I've got glue sticks everywhere. And so yeah, so my crafty tooth, like if you have a sweet tooth, I guess you have a crafty tooth, that is being satisfied every day. And then I'm working on my big project that I'm really excited about. So I have been working on that, and I'm trying to do it slowly and not rush, not be impatient, and not be haphazard about how I'm doing it, since I do want to give it as a gift for somebody. Okay, so that is all of the paper craft. Now on to the stitching stuff, which I know most of you are here for and are indulging me in sticking with this other things. So I don't have any new starts, but I have a finish, you guys, and I didn't film it. So my whole like plan to like have an extra video every Wednesday is I'm not doing really great with that this month. So I'm a work in progress. What can I say? I found that it's easier for me to get a video up on Wednesday if I do it on the weekend. And I haven't had the extra energy or inclination to do it for a couple weeks. So hopefully I can get a bunch under my belt in the next week or so, and then I can get the Wednesday ones going away again. I did have a Cat Lady box unboxing last Wednesday. I unboxed this shirt. So you had me at Meow for Valentine's Day. But yeah, so I don't know if there's going to be one this Wednesday. I thought that it would be easy if I didn't have a pre-done one to just do a stitch with me. And sometimes that seems to work and sometimes it doesn't, because it's just harder for me. I don't have a good setup for it. So as I said, I'm a work in progress, and we'll go along as we go. You know, you're always going to get the Sunday video from me. So, and then sometimes you'll get a Wednesday one too. Okay, so back to the fact that I do have a finish this week. Very excited. I beaded Eva. I got Eva done. Eva across the moon. Are you ready? Dun, da, da. Is she in focus? So, and I can't even see if you guys can see her. Strange how holding something in front of your face blocks your vision. Okay, so she is beaded and complete and gorgeous. So I don't know, this pattern just is it all right, hold on. It is a winner in my book. And there. Okay. Doesn't she look so good? I'm very happy with her. Now, she only has 3 colors of beads in her, so she was a fairly simple beading project, although it did actually take kind of longer than I thought it would. I worked on her for quite a while yesterday. So now I just have to figure out what I'm going to do with the framing, which, as you guys know, I'm not super speedy about that. But I am really, really happy with how she turned out. And I used my new bead case, and that was very, I liked the way it was organized. I actually beaded her sitting in my regular stitchy spot, so without a stand or anything like that. Just using a hoop and holding it. And because I have the little bead nabber, I was kind of like wearing it on my thumb, out on my thumb, and then holding the hoop like this, the beads were right there. So it worked fine, and I didn't need any different equipment or anything like that. So, I mean, except for, you know, my beading needle. So, that is Eva, A Bewitching Pixie by Nora Corbett. And my third finish for the year. So, that's a pretty good one to get finished, I think. Okay, and then whips. So, I did work on Tulips and Fans on Sunday during the Zoom call. I was saying I was going to like reorganize stuff, which I did, but then I still had extra time, so I pulled out Tulips and Fans because, as I have said before, I have now figured out, you know, it took me like, what, 3 years of stitching to figure this out, that when I am on the computer at the same time as I'm stitching, working on a counter canvas project is the easiest for me because I don't need to change glasses or anything like that, because the glasses that I wear for normal reading, you know, the normal reader type glasses that I wear is fine, that I can see on the computer, and I can see to work on counter canvas. The glasses I need for stitching are too strong for the computer, so I end up having to take things on and off, which is not fun. So, all that to say, counter canvas is really good when I need to be on Zoom. So, that is where I am with Tulips and Fans. So, I finished the whole inner square, and now I'm working on the outer section. And I hope you can see, like, this is mostly Crone watercolors that is used in this. And you can just see the, like, lovely sheen that these threads have. So I think that this one is coming along nicely. Okay. I worked on Always My Mother this week. I was kind of hoping to get this done this month, but I don't know if I'm going to. I've mentioned this before. This is my tribute piece for my mom, and it's slow going, which is fine. It's not that it's hard to stitch on. It's just I get really reflective when I stitch on this, and so it's not a quick project for me. So again, this is my tribute piece to my mom. The colors have all been changed. The rose is now purple. The stems are darker, and I'm changing the words from Always My Mother, Forever My Friend to Always My Mother, Forever My Heart. And I'm stitching this all in silks on a Pink Petal Splash Lugana. So as you can see, I brought the stems down and started in the bud. It's going to be really, really pretty when it's done. And I don't know if enjoying it is the right word. As I said, when I stitch on it, I'm very reflective, and you know, and I think about my mom, and in a nice way. It doesn't make me sad to work on it. It's just, for whatever reason, I'm taking it slow on that one. Okay. I worked on my #Be My Own Valentine Sal this week, which is Country Cottage Needleworks Be Virtues. And I changed the words to my tag phrase. This one's coming along. I got 2 of the bees in, fully. I'm gonna have to rechart because I changed the words. So if you can see on the model, the middle line is, the longest, and then there's a bee on the top, and the bee on the bottom. Well, because I changed the words to my catchphrase, the top is the longest, so the second bee won't really fit over here. So I think I'm gonna have him over here, like these two dots are like the edge of the wing. But it'll all work out fine. I just have to make a few adjustments. But I'm enjoying that little project. I like having my sort of my sales, my annual sales. So I really like having that one in February. And I don't know, I'll have to see if I have a couple more in me. I mean, I have my Black Cat birthday sale every August. So that's fun. Maybe I should get one kind of in, I don't know, May, June. Well, May is, I know Mania as a group doesn't exist anymore, but I'm still going to use Mania as a cat, or May as a cat mania kind of time to work on all of my cat projects. So, okay. Sweet William. Sweet William is my Riolis kit that I'm doing with all of the kit cloths and fabric. So it's on like a fiddler's cloth. And it's done with the acrylic and wool thread that comes with most Riolis kits, I think. And there we go. So I pretty much finished this clump and then started on this one, which has the same kind of color scheme as these, I think, and did a little bit over here, but mostly I just filled in all of this clump so that this clump is pretty much done. These colors are just so vibrant and beautiful to work with. I have a friend, Dawn, who watches my channel, and she said that she's been so tempted by this pattern every time, but she hasn't gotten it. She hasn't gotten the kit because she's allergic to wool. So she can't work with this floss. She hasn't said what it would do, if it would just make her itchy or, what. So when I'm finished with it, which who knows when it's going to be done, but I'm going to send her the chart. The only thing is I'm wondering if I should send at least a little sample of the flosses so she can see the colors to use as a guide, because for picking DMC, because it's really weird. I'm not gonna show you the whole chart, but just a little quickie. The way the chart's in color, but the colors don't necessarily correspond to the actual colors of the floss, so it's kind of weird. Okay, and then last but not least, I worked on Ella, the Frog Princess, a couple times this week, actually. She's kind of addictive once I get into it. I am doing her skin 1/1. I think that's partly the addictive part. So this is Ella, the Frog Princess. And the 1/1, man, it is intense to do. And you know, the thing with the 1/1 is it's not that it's that hard to do. I mean, it takes forever because obviously you're doing 4 stitches for every one normal stitch, so it's going to take 4 times as long to do it. But it's like, you better not make a mistake because you can't get it out once it's in. That's a hard thing. Okay, let me move the needle minder because I have all kinds of needles and threads and everything. Okay. So I worked. I don't seem to be very good at this week. Okay. I worked on the flower on her shoulder. So I basically got all the flower completed for everything that's not beads. So all of the holes you see are beads. There's a lot of bead sections in there, which is funny because this flower down here has very little. There's like a little bit of beading that goes on down here, but the shoulder has a lot. Oh, sorry, my back is hurting today. Okay, so, but then I did a little bit on the arm here. And then I really did a bunch in the skin up here, which again, I say a bunch. It's this teeny little piece like that probably took me several hours because it's such tiny, tiny stitching. So, yep. That is a lot. So I've been thinking about the 2 Mirabilias that I have basically kitted up. I got all the flosses and everything for them. So I have Bianca Bella and I have Florentina. And I already said I was going to start Florentina in May because she has that pretty white cat on her. So she fits right in with the Cat Mania. And I'm kind of thinking, even though I said I wasn't going to start her right away, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to start Bianca Bella in April. Just because for whatever reason that chart just reminds me of my mom. It doesn't look like my mom, any memory I have of my mom in real life, but it kind of looks like this picture of my mom from when she was in high school, with the colors and everything, because it was a tinted black and white photograph, and she's wearing like this tealy blue top. And she has the very 60s sort of Jackie O dark hair and red lips and stuff. And it just Bianca Bella just reminds me of that. And April is my mom's birthday month. So I'm kind of thinking that yeah, I want to start Bianca Bella in April. So I might. So I'll end up with 2 more Mirabilias on the go. And who knows when I'm going to get any of these done. But you know, I don't know. That doesn't bother me. I don't mind having whips on the go as long as I'm continuing to make progress on things and getting the occasional finish. And I just got to finish this month, so that makes me happy. Okay, so now I'm on to haul, and I have a little bit of actual haul that I purchased, and then I have this really, really wonderful package of Stitchy Kindness that I got that I was so excited about. Hi, Baggy. Yes? You want to say hi to the people? Come here. Come here. Well, come here. Oh, big boy. Here he is. There's the big boy. Say hi. Say hi. Look over here. Did you stick your tail in your water dish? Did you stick your tail in your water dish? For those of you who are new to my channel, this is Bagheera, my black cuddly kitty, who is huge. And, you know, for like the first year that I did my videos, he never made an appearance, and then all of a sudden he just started kind of like showing up when I was doing my videos, talking and wanting to get in on the act. I posted a picture of him on Instagram yesterday watching cat TV. I don't put it on for very long, but occasionally I'll put it on for just a few minutes to see what he does. And usually he just is fascinated by it, which it cracks me up. So for those of you who don't know, cat TV, you can go on YouTube and search for cat TV, and it's basically just these big long videos of like close-ups of like birds on a branch or squirrels or something. And some cats, I guess, ignore it. He doesn't like try and get, you know, at it, but he's very interested, and he gets a little chirpy, and you know, he doesn't have any. My apartment, I have huge windows, but they are looking over a walkway. There's like no nature that he can see. And I have one little window in my bathroom, and it looks over the parking lot. So again, he doesn't have, and there's not even a tree anywhere near that he could see out of the window. So I feel like he doesn't get that nature connection. So I started putting on the cat TV for him, you know, just for a few minutes at a time when he seems to be in a mood, and he likes it. You know, it doesn't make him crazy or anything like that. He just enjoys watching it for a few minutes. I thought about maybe leaving it on like when I'm not home, but then I'm uncomfortable with that, because although he isn't a very climby type cat or anything like that, I just wouldn't want to take the risk that he would all of a sudden get excited and try and get at the TV. And I'm just afraid if he tried to get at the TV, he would either destroy my apartment or injure himself. So I'd rather do it while I'm home watching. Okay, so back to haul. I had ordered some needle minders from this is a shop called Trendy Little Geek on Etsy. And I got this one big needle minder thing, which I just thought was really adorable. And I don't even know if I'll use it as a needle minder, but it actually has two magnets. So it has a magnet that will hold it onto the fabric or whatever. And then there's another magnet here on the side that will hold your needle. So your needle kind of can sit back here behind the cup. But I just thought it was so cute, and I just wanted it because it was so cute. I've also been using needle minders along with the these things. I've been using these a lot to wrangle fabric on my projects. Oops, these things. And then I have been using needle minders on top of that to hold the pattern in place on my hoop while I stitch. So that's one of the reasons I got these, because I ended up getting a couple of needle minders that are more three-dimensional, because I don't need them to be flat, because they're not actually being used to hold the needle. They're being more used as like to hold on to the pattern. And so these are flat ones. I know I ordered this one. This one, I'm pretty sure I ordered it. I don't think it's a free one. In any case, it's cute. So, Purpuccino, and then a little cosmic kitty. And then I got two of each of these, so I'm sharing with Stacy. So this one is like a little milkshake. And then this is really the Stacy one, because she is a Starbucks girl. I don't know how to show it without my fingers like blocking it. Isn't that cute? So I got two of those. So And then, so that was the haul that I got myself, which, you know, is cute and exciting, but not like, oh, excuse me. Did Maggie do that? All of a sudden I have a cut on my leg. Okay. But I got this package in the mail from Debbie Sisk, who is a FlossTube friend. And she's been on, I think, almost all of my Zoom calls. So I'm so glad that I've had the chance to actually meet her and talk to her and get to know her and everything. So I got this package, and that I wasn't expecting. And she sent me a really nice little card for Valentine's Day. And basically she sent me a magazine. She said she had 2 of them. So she sent me the extra of a Just Cross Stitch, and this is the February Just Cross Stitch, which, do they have an end page? Yeah, so these are all the projects that are in it. That's fun. So I'm debating back and forth because, of course, since it comes with all of these cards, right, to subscribe. And I'm debating. The thing with the magazines, the Craft Stitch magazines, is I really like them and I really enjoy looking through them, but there's not always a ton of patterns that I would actually want to stitch in them. But I really enjoy the process of looking through them. So I keep debating with myself whether it's worth it or not. I mean, it's not very expensive to get a subscription, and it's way cheaper than buying them in the stores. But I keep debating with myself. It would be fun to get them, I think. So I might just subscribe for a year just to do it. And you know, if a magazine doesn't have anything I want to stitch, I can always give it away. You guys would appreciate that. So anyway, in addition to the magazine, apparently Debbie is also sort of a multi-crafter and does a lot of paper stuff. And she just gave me all kinds of like bits and bobs of paper and ephemera and binding twine and all kinds of thingies and little bits of paper and cards and tags and all this stuff that is so fun to go through and to think of where you could like stick it. And look at these. These are little cat stickers, basically, or cat themed stickers. So that was, I mean, so much fun to look through. Some more dimensional stickers, and these also are like kind of cat themed. They say purr, meow, catitude, tummy rub, little fur ball, all kinds of fun things like that. And then some more paper with purple roses. So I guess purple roses is kind of getting to be a thing for me. And then all these little like charms and this little flat back thing. And again, these are all things that can be then used in journaling. And then a couple of fancy paper clips. And, you know, more more charms and just all kinds of really cool things. And then a bunch of these brads, which I know what a brad is, and I know sort of how to use a real one, but I'm not sure. These have these slits in them, which I think are supposed to be used, I don't know if they're supposed to be used as like closure type things. I'm not sure what, you know, what. But yeah, anyway, so all these like little bits and bobs and fun stuff from Debbie. So thank you so much, Debbie. It was such a fun surprise to get. And it was just, yeah, it was so fun to get a sort of a surprise package in the mail. Kind of made my day, you know? There's the loose one. I knew there was a loose one floating somewhere. So this is a brad. It has the prongs on the back, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with it. So that I will need to discover. But this whole like playing with paper and journaling and everything is completely a journey of discovery in and of itself anyway, because I'm just learning how to make things and, you know, and what to do with them once I've made them, and, you know, and that in itself is fun. So I'm enjoying the whole process. I mean, it is weird that nothing is trash anymore. See, I got a croissant at Starbucks and did not throw away the bag, because bags are pretty cool inside of journals, because then you can use it as a pocket, and they have this really nice crinkly sound. So I kept them because nothing's trash. Plans. So plans for this coming week is more of the same. Keep working on the projects that I've been working on. Stop touching my leg where it's bleeding. That would be good. I don't know if I scratched myself or if Baggy did, but okay. So yeah, so keep working on the paper stuff that I have been enjoying, and keep going on my floral projects, especially like the Be My Own Valentine one. I would really kind of like to get that done this month. So we only got a week left, so I gotta really get to town on that if I want to get it finished this month. If I don't get it finished this month, I'll get it finished next month, no biggie. Next month I think that my theme is gonna be, you know, because it's March and St. Patrick's Day. It's actually my non-anniversary. My wedding anniversary was in March, but I don't celebrate that anymore, but I still think about it. But I'm gonna go with the St. Patrick's Day over the rainbow type theme, and thinking about like over the rainbow stuff. So I've got my twisted band sampler, which is rainbow, or twisted rainbow sampler. I've got my cat collage, which is totally rainbow, and I've got the Wind Moon Fairy, which has nothing to do with the rainbow, but somehow up in the sky it still seems to go. And so I'm going to pick a couple projects that go along with that theme, and I think that's what I'm going to do. And then April, because it is my mom's birthday month and it's Stacy's birthday month, and I think I'm going to do my friends and family theme, which means pulling out all the projects that I have going for other people that I love in my life, and also the projects that are sort of tribute pieces to my mom and dad. And yeah, so that I think is going to be April. And then we're into May. We all know I'm going to pull out my 1001 cat projects and work on those all month. So, you know, that gets me 3 months down the road. So those are kind of long range plans and short range plans. So I think that is going to be it for this week. Yeah, I think I've shown you everything that I have to show you. I just had groceries delivered. I saw the guy walk past my window as I was talking to my phone, and which makes me feel a little bit stupid, but he didn't even glance over. So anyway, until I see you guys again, I hope you have a great week. I hope that your weather is nice. We're heading towards spring, so I hope that the weather is what you want it to be, whether you want it to be chilly or you want it to be warm, whether you want sunshine or rain or snow. I hope you get what you want. So I hope the weather continues to be nice. I hope you have time to relax and enjoy your family and friends and fur babies and solitude and whatever floats your boat. I hope that's what you get. I hope you have lots of stitching time and relaxation time. That's always what I complain about not having that, and yet what do I do except go to work, come home, and stitch and relax? I mean, that's pretty much my life. And make videos once a week. Anyway, so until I see you again. Oh, and everybody, you know, keep good thoughts. Reagan is in Vegas this weekend with Stacy, obviously, competing in a cheer competition today and tomorrow, and then they'll be driving home on Tuesday. Tomorrow is President's Day here in the U.S. I don't have it off. I think banks are closed, post office is closed, a lot of investment companies are closed, so I won't have anybody to call or an email coming in, but I will still have to go to work. So I don't think I get a day off again until Good Friday, unless I just take one, which I might do, because I'm feeling the need. I'm feeling the need for a day off. But anyway, hope you guys have a great week. Until I see you again, please remember to be content, be kind, and be crafty. This is Carla. Bye.